Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Thank you guys so much for joining today. So today we are going to be continuing to work on my portfolio. If you missed the last episode, I have been working on creating a surface design portfolio. So we are in the midst of making a bunch of different themed patterns in Photoshop. So today we are going to continue to work on our unicorn patterns. We might even have time to continue on to the next theme, but we are just making our way down through the presentation and filling in the gaps where need be. So yeah, I'm just gonna hop on over to Photoshop and I can show you guys what we're gonna be working on. Hey everybody, welcome. Good to see you guys. Thank you so much for popping in. Okay, so I mentioned last stream I wanted to fill out or redo my mock-up for the hoodie that I have for the unicorn collection because I wanted to add in the cotton candy cloud pattern that we created in our last episode. So I'm going to be doing that, and then I'm also going to be creating a rainbow pattern as well with the little rainbow assets that we have. So these will be the little rainbow assets, and I think I'm going to attempt to create a blue background. And I was thinking about it this morning before I went live. I'm going to attempt to create a blue background with the rainbow, and I think I'm going to put the rainbow on a grid as well, because the other two patterns that we have for this collection are not on a grid. So I think that might end up looking nice to have a gridded pattern. So we're going to try that. But first, I am just going to go ahead and get this mock-up filled out. So let's see. I am going to, so here's the hood, the outside of the hood. Let me actually open up my portfolio on InDesign really quick so I can see how I did it last time. I didn't actually save the Photoshop file, the PSD for the mockup that I created, so I'm just going to go ahead and redo it really quick. Okay, so I didn't have the hood colored. It's actually just the print all around, and then the color, the solid color is on the inside. Okay. So we have our unicorn pattern over the whole thing except the pocket and the elastic in the inside of the hood. So I am going to basically, if you guys have never used a pre-created mockup before, all you have to do to be able to add your own pattern to it is tap on the layer here and double click on the white space here where the actual layout is. So double click on that and it will open up the smart object, and then just make a new layer over top of that, and then you can fill it with any color. Double click on the layer and then go down to pattern overlay and then choose your pattern saved into Photoshop. So the pattern that we are looking for is my unicorn pattern. Hey, Sarah, welcome. I Spy Doggo. Yes, she is walking around in the background. Okay, so I think that this size for the pattern looks all right. We'll leave it at 40% and then press OK. Super important. Also, when using mockups, just go back over here and press save. And now once you press save, it will update in your actual mockup file. So there we go. Now it's updated. And then we're going to do the same thing for the other side of the hood. Double click on the layer, pattern overlay. And then I'm also just going to move the pattern around a little bit so it's not exactly the same on both sides of the hood. There we go. And let's see. Then that's the inside edge of the hood. So let's fill that with unicorns as well. Save. Looking good. And we just move on down the line here. Okay, so this is the inside of the hood. So this is the thing that's going to be changed. So I'm going to fill that, and then we're going to do pattern overlay. And instead of doing a solid color, I'm going to add in our little cloud pattern that we created last stream. Save. There we go. I'm actually going to move this around just so it shows on the mock-up a little bit more what exactly is the pattern. There we go. So you can see the little, I might move it just a tad more so we can see that it is in fact the cloud pattern. Just got to get that positioning right. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. Maybe I might move it up just a little bit. There. Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good position right there. So the majority of the space is covered by the pattern, and we don't have like a ton of like really big open spaces like that. Empty spaces rather. Okay. Moving on. This I am going to make the mint color. Oh, did I not save it? Nope, I did save it. Why isn't it showing up? That's weird. And we'll put the unicorn pattern on this space. This is the big, like, main part of the hoodie here. There we go. I don't know. Oh, there we go. I had the layer hidden accidentally. That's why it wasn't showing. I'm gonna actually close InDesign for now because I think it's making my computer run a little bit slow. Don't save. Okay. And then I want to add in this color for the hoodie. I think, or I'm sorry, the front pocket I think I had as the mint green color. Oops. Gotta make a new layer first and then add the color. Save. And you can just close these other layer files that it opens as you work too. You don't really need them to be open. And then we'll add in the unicorns on the sleeves. Yeah. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I think I should make the background. I want to make the background this blue color. So I'm gonna grab They have an option to be able to add it in with the little color picker right there, but I'm just gonna do what I like to do for my backgrounds for my mockups is I do just a solid color. Whoops, wrong color. I'm gonna I'll grab the color from the actual assets. Here we go. So I just add in a solid color, and then instead of having it look like really digital with just a blank solid color, I like to come into filter and add in noise. Just go to add noise. And what this does is it actually adds some grit to the background, and it makes it look a little bit more like print. It almost kind of, from far away, it almost makes it look like construction paper or something like that. It just kind of makes it look a little bit more tactile. So, and less digital, you know? Okay, so going back to what we were doing here. Gonna add in the pink color. And then we'll add in the pink color on the bottom. And on the back of the bottom as well. The back bottom. And, oh, the sleeve, I missed the sleeve. Let's add in the solid color and then pattern overlay. And I think that does it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I like the addition of the pattern on the inside of the hoodie. I think that looks really nice. So to be able to get it to the size that I want for my InDesign document, what I need to do is actually, I'm going to close this object group and I'm going to copy it. I'll give my computer a second to catch up. Okay, and then I am going to hide that other one, and then I'm going to condense all of these layers down just so it's easier to work with. And then I'm going to transform it, and I'm just going to scale it down on this background a little bit, just so it helps it fit within the bleed restrictions on the layout page that I have in InDesign. So I think I'm actually going to save the Photoshop file this time around, just in case I need it in the future for anything. Documents, Codi's art, 2023 patterns. No, finish mockups. Hoodie template. And then we can just export it as a PNG. And finish mockups, and I will save this one as unicorn hoodie. Save. And then we can go ahead and just close this mockup, and then I'll open InDesign and swap out the image. Do you have any exciting plans for today, Sarah? We have been having storms the last few days. So hopefully, I mean, I actually, we lost power the last few minutes while I was doing my Adobe live stream yesterday afternoon. So hopefully we don't lose power today. It seems like it's letting up a little bit. It was getting a little heavy earlier, right before I went live. Okay, so let's go ahead and we can just go to my document that I just saved. Finish mockups, and it should be. Yeah, I think. Is it this one? Or is that the one that I already? Is that? Where's the? Is this my old file or my new file? Oh, that's the old file. Okay, let's not do that. That's the old file too. Wait, where did my new file go? Oh no. What the heck? Where did it go? Okay, let's go back over to it's not in recents either. Okay, let's go back over to Photoshop. Good thing I saved the mockup file. Yeah, hoodie template. Here we go. No, we have typical Texas weather right now, hundreds. Oh man, yeah. It hasn't gotten that hot here in Tennessee. It's gotten up, I think the hottest it's been so far is like 90, mostly like 87, 89-ish. It's been kind of humid because we've been having a lot of storms lately, but we've been just keeping the AC on. All right, so here's the PNG. Oh, I accidentally put it in the wrong folder. That's why. Okay. Okay. It's in. Put it in the patterns folder. Here it is. There we go. Okay, so let's turn off preview here. And then you can get a look at what my little bleeds are. So we can kind of just make sure that the hoodie is within the bleeds and that it just optically looks centered. Oh, that sounds nice, 87. Well, yeah. At least with, I mean, Texas gets, I mean, I guess it depends on where you are, but Texas mostly gets dry heat. So, yeah, I remember living in Texas. It was, I mean, it was hot. It's similar to California. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks good. Let's turn preview back on. I think it looks optically it looks a little bit shifted to the right. Oops. What have I done? Just want to line this up with the center. There we go. Okay, that looks better. Okay, so now let's go ahead and save this. And then we can create our unicorn pattern. So where does one send a portfolio like this? So what my plan is, I'm going to send the presentation to agents, and I'm also going to send it to studios, studios that might make products like this, like kids' clothes or anything like that. I'm just gonna cold send it to studios to see if anyone's interested. And also, even if they aren't necessarily interested in hiring me on, they can also purchase my work for licensing. So they can use my work on their products, and then I would get a royalty from that. So, yeah. So in that case, having an agent is really nice because they can help facilitate your contract, and they can help you price out things for wholesale, which I know nothing about. So I'm on the one hand, I would like to be able to have a full-time position with a studio. That would be really nice. But then on the other hand, if I can't get that, then an agent is the next best thing. So they would be able to get me contracts, and they would help kind of negotiate my contracts every time I did a like an independent project for a company, like maybe like a one-off collection or something like that. Okay, so let's save this once more because I moved that photo box. So I am going to go ahead and close InDesign once more, just because it is rough on my computer having both programs open at the same time. And I'm going to go ahead and close this mockup as well. Okay, so let's make a new file, open new, and we are going to go 8 by 8 inches, and we're going to go 300 resolution. And I am going to, once again, try to do a blue background. I might end up making this blue just slightly lighter so we can have some contrast with our little rainbows. But I guess we'll see what it looks like. I'm going to turn on pattern previews like we did last time. And let's go ahead and just bring over our little, thankfully I organized these assets really well. That doesn't always happen. Let's see. So I labeled everything. That's nice. Rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. Let's just move all of these rainbows over to the other file. And yeah, see, so because I used the same blue as the background in the rainbows, it's kind of blending in a little bit. I mean, it's not terrible. Like, you can still see it. It almost honestly, it almost looks like it could be a scallop pattern. It actually doesn't look terrible being in a row like that. That wasn't what I was planning, but I might try something like this. Let's first of all condense these. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to copy and paste. I'm going to put all these in a group and then paste again. There we go. So now I have the files and the condensed, I'm sorry, the layers and the condensed layers, the merged layers. Okay, so I'm going to copy this group and paste it. What if we just did something like, let's see here. So I want the ones on the left. Oops, there we go. And so let's grab, I'm just gonna repeat this pattern. So, oh, these are not in order. I want them to be in order. So let's do this. This one is on the top, then this one, then this one, then it's this one, then this one. There we go. Okay, so let's select, copy, paste these guys. Like that. And then let's shift all of these over. This might end up being way too busy, but you know, it's worth a shot. It could look cute. It could look cute as like little jammy pants or something. I don't know. Hey, Fry, welcome. How are you doing? Okay, so, and then I want, yes, this one. This one and this one. Oops. Nope. Copy paste. We're gonna move those guys there. Okay. So now what I want to do, I have to figure out, okay, where's my, oh, here we go. That's why. Okay. So I'm gonna need to copy this group again and condense all these down just because I accidentally, okay, there we go. So let's place these guys in there. And so now, okay, turn that off. There we go. Okay. So now I should, in theory, be able to move this down and over. Over and over again to create our pattern. It looks really busy right now, but what I'm banking on is that it won't look so busy once it's actually on a mock-up. And I'm thinking that that might be the case. I'm thinking that depending on what we put it on, it might end up working. Okay, we're gonna have to actually space these things out a little bit differently, a little bit more, because the 2 rows isn't gonna fit here. So we have to space it out a little bit more. So now with this one, we have to come in and delete not that row. I have to find my layers now because everything is all over the place. The second row, delete this one. Little stretchy pants. See, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, like leggings, like little girl leggings. I feel like that would work for this pattern. So we're just going to delete all the ones that are overlapping here. Probably one of the fastest patterns I've made. And then we just need to move some of these down a little bit because right now that gap is a little bit bigger than all the other gaps, just slightly. It's this gap right here. So what we need to do, I'm going to move this group up. Or a cute pocket detail in a shirt. Very true. It could just be like a little accent for something. Yeah, like the super like busy patterns could look nice as just a little accent. Okay, I think that's a little bit more evenly spaced. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. There isn't anything that's like jumping out at me. It's all eyeballed, but that's fine because this pattern like is hand drawn, so it doesn't look like it should be perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna save this. Let's go down to edit and then go to define pattern. We'll go rainbow rose, rainbow rose. Okay, let's pull up a mock-up and see what this looks like on something small. Let's see. I have mock-ups for a notebook. That could look cute too. Not just kids' clothes, but stationary scenes. Or let's see, subjects. Let's just open up. Yeah, let's just open up a little notebook and see what it looks like. At first, I thought you were being clever and said Rainbow Road. I thought of that, but it's copywritten, so I can't name my things Rainbow Road. Okay. Let's go down like this. Let's just see what that looks like. It kind of like looks like one of those little doodle patterns that you might see. Yeah, let's make it a little bit bigger. That looks cute. I like that. I feel like, you know, you could see that at like a department store or something. Let's pull in one of these colors here for the binding. Let's grab here it is. This let's do like the pink color maybe. The blue and pink, or maybe even the yellow. Let's try the pink first. Pink looks good. I like the pink. Let's see what the yellow looks like. Let's try. I'm so indecisive, you guys. Let's try the mint. What do you guys think? What color looks best as the binding here? I can't decide. I think the mint looks nice because it's cool color, cool color. Yellow, I mean, it could literally be any of these colors, honestly, because they all go together with the pattern, but let's pull up this metallic foil text and you can put in, I forget, I've done it before. I forget how you do this. You can put in your own text into the foil stamp. I forget what to do. I think it might just be that you need to add in, that you need to add in a text layer. Let's make this bigger. Oh, do I have caps lock? No, I don't. I don't have caps lock on. Oh, for some reason, the text is making it so it's all caps. I don't really want that. I miss the yellow, but it would be marketed for a little girl for school or for anyone. If it were a little girl, I'd say pink, which is ironic because I hate pink, but I know I'm the exception. I only, when I was a kid, I was obsessed with pink, which is funny because I was a total tomboy, but at the same time, I loved pink. But I'm very particular about my pinks. Like I cannot stand Barbie pink. I can't stand magenta. I don't like baby pink. There's like basically only one pink that I like, and it's like this pink. I guess this is more of a baby pink in this specific case, but it was because I was making this pattern. But the pinks that I typically use in my work is more of like a dusty rose. Um I don't even know what you would really call it. I guess the color that people are calling it, I mean, it's kind of like millennial pink, or people are calling the new kind of more like updated millennial pink as bean paste because it looks like the color of like the Japanese red beans. Um, I think they're kind of like one of the only pinks that I really like. Muted pinks. Millennial pink. You've never heard that before? Oh man, millennial pink's been around for a long here. I could literally just probably Google millennial pink and it would come up. It's like about this color that my browser is. Millennial pink. Because there was like a year, like, I don't know, maybe it was when we were in high school. These are all different versions of it. This isn't even millennial pink. I'd say this is more like an accurate representation of it. Like everything in the stores was this color pink, and it just like got this nickname of being millennial pink, and it's like this dusty rose color. Okay, I don't know how to update this foil. I might just go ahead and just hide the foil. I'm thinking about adding, let's see if I add in, let's open up that mock-up again. Since I saved the Photoshop file, I might as well try. Um, where did I save it? Artwork, finished mockups, hoodie. Hey, welcome to the stream. Hi, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Sarah says, "Oh, interesting. I live under a rock." Honestly, it's probably the main reason why I hear about these things is because I'm in the art world a lot. So color, I mean those kinds of like trends get moved around in my sphere quite a bit. Um, okay. Yes, let's try to, I am going to go ahead and copy this and then condense it again, like I did for the hoodie. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. And then I'm going to copy this layer and move it over to the hoodie. And I wanted to see if I might have to change the background color, but I wanted to see if I could like place it in the scene and make it look natural, but I don't know if I really can. Like if we updated the background color to pink, or not pink. I was going to say mint, but I said pink. If we, oops, I need to make a new layer. Oh no, that's way too bright. And it doesn't look very natural. I think I might just leave it. Let's look at, I'm going to close this. I don't want to save that. Let's go back to InDesign. I might actually be able to just move my patterns around and fit it in, just because I want to be able to show an example of that pattern just because it is so busy. I want to be able to show, yeah, you know what? I could put that mock-up right there. So let's copy and paste this. Oops. Let's copy and paste. Whoops. Let's copy and paste this photo box. And then we can, let's move this around just a little bit. And then let's save this notebook. And let's add in a background color. Oh, also, actually, before I do that, I wanted to change the binding to the pink. File, save. And then let's make the background. I guess we can make the background the mint color. Ooh, that doesn't have great contrast. Maybe I'll just make it the cream color, actually. Yeah, that looks all right. And yeah, then let's save that. Export, quick export as PNG. Rainbow Rose Mockup. Notebook. Mockup. Save. And then we can pull in that PNG, and also let's save a PNG. I have to open up a new file. We'll go 8x8. Oops. Try that again. 8x8, there we go. It's highlighted on the wrong one. And we'll just fill that with our pattern. Okay, and export that as a PNG. Rainbow Rose pattern. Save. Then we'll come over to InDesign and we'll swap out these images. We'll put, you know what? I think actually I'm going to put this pattern here so it's crossways away from the mock-up. So let's put the mock-up of the notebook here. Oops. Like that. And then we'll put the cloud pattern here on this side. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, I think I like that collection. I think that looks pretty good together. I like that rainbow pattern. I think it's different than anything else that I've really created. So I think that looks pretty nice. I'm going to make this just a little bit bigger on the frame here. Cool. Awesome. Okay, save. And I can mark off these pages as being done now. Woo! Progress. Both of the pages. Okay. Next thing that we need, the next thing going down the, actually, before we leave the unicorns page, I am going to update this pink because it looks a little bit different than the color that we're actually using. Even though it says it's not. There we go. Oh, I guess it's not. It just looks, it definitely looks different. That's all right. Okay. Let's save once again. And moving on down the line, we have this collection cover, which I need to add in copy, which I'm not going to do that on stream because I'm not going to be able to think of copy while I'm on camera. But next we have, let's go back to pages here. Next we have these, those are done. These are done. Holidays needs copy as well. Birthday. Yes, that was, so that's the next, those are the next patterns that we're going to be making is the birthday patterns and then Valentine's Day patterns. So birthday, we have one done already. I actually have some more assets. Like I have a little cake asset that I might do. I actually don't. Well, I need to, like I'll probably put these happy birthday assets on wrapping paper. Same with the Christmas patterns that I have. I'm going to put those on wrapping paper. I need more wrapping paper mock-ups. I don't have ones that have like multiple rolls. Let me go ahead and close InDesign again. I'm going to save because why not? And let's go ahead and close all of these. Don't want to save that. I will save this. Save as rainbow rose pattern tile. And I don't need to save that. And then we can close this as well. Okay, so the assets that we were just looking at for the birthday one, I pulled from this 30th birthday artwork that I did. But I did also create other assets that on stream. I don't know if I want to use those for this. Excuse me. I have to find the file. It's not that old. Where did it go? It might, I'm pretty sure I was using my iPad when I made them, but maybe not. Maybe it was on the computer. Maybe we'll have to skip birthday for now and come back to it once I can figure out what assets I want to use. Okay, so instead, let's actually, you know what we should do? Since we have the patterns, we only have about like 10, 15 minutes left on the stream. So what I want to do is actually, since we already have our Christmas patterns made, I did want to remake that mock-up for the Christmas wrapping paper. And I also need to save a few files with like PNG files with my Christmas patterns on it. So I have a few different ones. Let's see here. So this one and this one, these are all ones that I made during Adobe Live. Here's this Christmas tree one, which I want to add to InDesign. Let's save that as a PNG. And then let's just go ahead and update it. Let's do this one I already have in InDesign. Let's go ahead and add, let's see. Yeah, I think I like this one. What's this one? Oh, that's my strawberries. There's a different colorway of that one. Export as PNG. Save that. And then also let's open up the wrapping paper. Yeah, so basically what I want to do is extend this background. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that or not. I might just have to find some different mock-ups. I think this one was a free mock-up that I found. I might just have to find a different mock-up. It's funny, you look at this mock-up and it actually doesn't make sense. Somebody pointed this out to me and it didn't even occur to me until they said something, but the way that this is unrolled makes it look like it's double-sided wrapping paper. Like it should be unrolled the other way, like upside down, because if the pattern is on this side on the roll, that roll would go underneath the wrapping paper and the pattern wouldn't be showing on this side of the wrapping paper. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, it is not even something that I thought of until somebody pointed it out to me. I might I think this was a free Adobe stock template, mock-up template. I might try and go on Creative Market and see if I can find a better one. It's double-sided. I know, right? Double-sided for your convenience. Double-sided with the same pattern. Well, I have to get that sorted out, I guess, for the next time that we stream. But I think that's really good progress. I'm glad that we were able to finish off that last that full spread there. That's helpful for me. And I guess let's see. We'll also be working on, after that, we have Valentine's and then Christmas and then animals. That one's done. We need to make Wild West patterns as well, which I'll probably be either using some of these assets that we already made, and I also want to make some new assets on stream too. I'll probably draw those, and then also we need to make some patterns that go along with the African animals as well. I'm not really sure what I want to do for that yet, because there isn't really like little assets that would go with this. So I'm not really sure how I want to handle that one. But I guess we'll see. Imagine having a comforter that's double-sided, but the same pattern on both sides. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will be back on Saturday. Yeah, today's Thursday. Yeah, I'll be back on Saturday. So I'm gonna get the mock-ups and my assets sorted out and figure out what I want to do for those. And yeah, I'll be back on Saturday at 10 a.m. I'm gonna try to start streaming at 10 a.m. CT Central Time. Every time I stream, I'm gonna try to be on at the same time every time. So yeah, so check out. I've been putting future events on my YouTube page. So if you press notify me if it pops up on your page, and it will let you know when I go live. So you don't have to think about it or anything. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.